Hallelujah. I just want to thank God for yesterday. I traveled somewhere and I came back successfully. Praise the Lord.
Divine fountain. Divine fountain. Untouchable. Help me celebrate the grace in the house. Help me celebrate my daddy in the house. Praise the living Jesus. I'm here to give testimony for the good health that God has given me. Last week Sunday, by this time, I'm in my house. Many of my neighbors were crying that I will not make it again. But by the mercy of God and the love that God still has for me, and for the prayer of my God, my pastor, my oracle, that is what kept me to today. If not, since last week Sunday to today, in fact, I will not be among the living things. But God said no to the enemy. So praise the living Jesus.
Divine fountain, please, with standing ovation, celebrate my spiritual parents. I want to thank God for my life, for Mercy journey from Zaria to down here to Kano. It was successfully, nothing happened. Though I witnessed many accidents. I witnessed many accidents on the way, but I went to Zaria. From Zaria I came to Kano, no accident, no nothing. I arrived safely. I want to thank God for my academies, though it's not easy because some of the lecturers are trying to make things difficult, but with God on my side, I know I will overcome it in Jesus' name. Amen.
I want you to help me to appreciate grace. I want to thank God because where I'm working, nobody lasted for like 3 months or 2 months. But today, I'm 1 year there this month, and I want to give God the glory. I know it's not by my power, but the grace in the house is keeping me there.
Now sit on your seat and be shouting hallelujah unto the Lord. Hallelujah. Praise God. Hallelujah. Please clap your hands for Jesus. That you are alive today is a testimony. That God has prepared a table before you for you to be blessed this morning is a testimony. Hallelujah. Please, can you stretch forth your hands to these testifiers and ask God to accept their testimonies, to permanent that which concerns them. Stretch forth your hands and pray for the testifiers. For in Jesus' mighty name. Father, we pray for as many that have stretched forth their hands to pray for these testifiers. We ask, may you give them a testimony in Jesus' name. And as many that has come before your presence to give your testimonies to you, we said, Lord, let their testimonies be acceptable. Father, cause your face to shine upon them. And may they continually see testimonies all the days of their lives in Jesus' name. I soak your testimonies with the blood of Jesus. Uncommon grace will continue to speak for you. The enemy will not have access to put you to shame in Jesus' mighty name. Please celebrate Jesus one more time.
This was my 7 days of praying on this oil, and I forgot to do the prayer this morning. I came to church to do it. While I was praying, I saw that I was so weak. I'm weak, even I'm weak. I saw somebody going, telling people goodbye. By what means, I don't know. And I saw the person in the left hand trying to stretch out a phone. Holy Ghost said it was too late. Because I'll be smashing the oil on the ground today. You look like a joke. Heaven gave me weakness, I'm on 10. Wherever that person is, he asked from 9 to 12 a.m. this morning, this night. If I hear you can retrieve it, I don't know. But mark my word. I was walking in the night, placing a flex. And I called Emeka, I said, what am I seeing? Was it Emeka? Was it you? Was it you? We're placing flex. I said, where am I seeing a worker dead? I see a worker die. And the Holy Ghost said, I was asking, I don't know, I can't explain. And until now, I got the person doing like this. Crying, I wanted to give something, but it was impossible. It was late. God is merciful, but God is killable. God is pardonable, but God is judgeable. God is very kind, but when you lost his temper, you are in trouble. The grace of God is always sufficient. The mercy of God is always sufficient. But it depends if you get it early. This will prove if God has called me or not. I see somebody say goodbye, but I couldn't see the face. But I saw somebody waiting and saying goodbye, and I see the person crying, trying to stretch a phone. And Holy Ghost said, it is too late. It will serve as a lesson to others. You will understand better. I see month 1, I see other month, and I saw the month and I saw the day. How it will happen, I cannot tell now, but use it. But remember, I said, I see a worker saying goodbye to the people. I don't know who. Is that true? You don't know what it means for a prophet to take an oil for 7 days, coming to pray in the church every midnight. You don't know the meaning. Ask those that have been with me, they will tell you the meaning. Those that have been with me for years, they will tell you the meaning. I don't easily pray Psalm 35 on an oil on my head. Any day I do it, somebody must die. Somebody has once tried me here, drag my fence. But it's so, rest in peace today. 6 months exactly after my prayer, he fell down and he died. When a prophet prayed on an oil on his head with Psalm 35, it's dangerous. The secret place, that's where I wanna be. Some people came to the church, our church, St. Thomas, and they stole something. And my parish priest then now called all the workers and would declare what we call black mass. The priest put on a black cassock, put on a black owl, put on a black widow, and all the altar decoration was black because we call it black mass. All the mass servants put on black, and we did black mass. The day it was 7 days, they came back mad. That was in the Catholic Church. The day it was 7 days after the prayer, with black mass, they came back mad. Meaning, God is against stealing in the house of God. I have prayed for a lady 4 years ago. I located the lady by prophecy 4 years ago. She has gone to India. She has gone everywhere for cancer of the breast. When she came, I located her by prophecy. I said, you have cancer. As I'm talking to you, he's eating the second breast. She said, yes, sir. I said, you have a supermarket in Abuja, a boutique, a very big boutique. She said, yes, sir. I said, but look at me. The cause of your cancer is you. Stop wasting money and save your life. Man of God, how? I say, remember, you are one of the people counting money in living faith under the pastor Effiong. She said, yes, sir. I say, remember, you have been stealing money and now you have stolen up to the tune of 26 million in the church offering. I say, you connive with the bank, which was UB, a staff. Anytime they come to carry the money, you remove. You give them a share, you carry your share. And I said, God said, anywhere you go, you will die except you confess and return back the money. Daddy, I have finished all the money. I said, what do you have left? She said, 7 million. I said, sell your cars. Go back to the boutique, sell it. Then the remaining all, take it to Effiong and say you have an encounter with the prophet. Call my name, give him. Pastor Effiong will be any witness, living it. He doesn't know me. I said, go and give him the money. And say, this is what I have done. Let him pray for you. She went and did as I said. But because of shame, she can't be in camp again. The moment she gave Effiong the whole cash, before 2 weeks, the breast cancer dried off. And she left Kano out of shame after testimony. Why? She get angry. Make sure you walk to 40 people. Say, get angry, get angry, get angry. Say, get angry. We got say, get angry. If you have done that, stretch your 2 hands to the altar. If you have done that, stretch your 2 hands to the altar as I pray for you. Say, get angry. Say, get angry. I pray and I prophesy by the power of the Holy Spirit. Any power that is tormenting you from place to place, any power that is tormenting your destiny from place to place, in this service I say they die in the name of Jesus. I say in this service they expire in the name of Jesus. Any power from your father's house, powers from your mother's house, tormenting you from place to place, as you shout amen, the Lord terminate them tonight. I say that power be terminated tonight. If you are the one saying amen, I just prophesy to you. Any dark covenant operating in your life, operating in the life of your children, I say any dark covenant taking the place of God in your life, I say today their end has come. I say their end has come. I say their end has come. If you say amen, I say their end has come. In the name of Jesus. Matthew chapter 7. without wasting time, Matthew chapter 7. Matthew chapter 7. If you are there, shout, I'm there. Let me start with Mark chapter 11. I'll come back there. Let me start with Mark chapter 11. Mark chapter 11. Are you there? I read from verse 11 to 14. If you're there, shout, I'm there. And Jesus entered into Jerusalem and into the temple, and when he had looked round about upon all things, and now the eventide was come, he went on to Bethel with the 12. And on the morrow, when they were come from Bethel, he was hungry. On the line, he was what? Hungry. He was what? Hungry. And seeing a fig tree afar off, having leaves, he came, if happy he might find anything thereon. And when he came to it, he found nothing but leaves, for the time of fig tree was not yet. Verse 14. And Jesus answered and said unto it, no man eat fruit of thee hereafter forever. And his disciples heard it. Verse 15. And they come to Jerusalem, and Jesus went into the temple and began to cast out that stone, and bound in the temple, and over the table of the money changers, and sat of them that sold doves. Verse 16. And would not suffer that any man should carry any vessel through the temple. And he taught, saying unto them, is it not written, my house shall be called my house shall be called of all nations the house of prayer? But ye have made it a den of thieves. And the scribes and chief priests heard it, and sought how they may destroy him. For they fear him, because all the people were astonished at his doctrine. May the Lord bless his words in Jesus' name. Matthew chapter 7 now. Matthew chapter 7. Tell somebody, get angry.
Get angry.
Say, get angry.
Get angry.
Matthew chapter 7, if you are there, please, verse 19 as we read together. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure you are there?
Yes, sir.
You are not saying amen like you believe you are there. Can we read verse 19 together? 1 to go. Every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into verse 20. Wherefore by their fruit ye shall know. Nehemiah chapter 6. Let me give you all the references once and for all. Chapter 6. Or let's go later. What to 10 people, tell them, get angry. Welcome to 10 people, say, get angry, get angry, get angry, get angry. Say, get angry, get angry, get angry, get angry. Make sure you walk to 10 people, say, get angry. Say, get angry. Say, get angry. Say, get angry. Listen to me, ladies. 30-minute service. I have come to introduce something to you that in life to be angry is normal. In life to be angry is normal. To be anger is bad, but to be angry is normal. Who do we just read about? We read about a savior, a redeemer, a messiah called Jesus Christ, the King of Kings, the merciful one, the I am that I am. Bible says a time came in his life that he was full of hunger, and Bible said he was pleased. He saw a tree and it felt in his heart that the tree could give him something to eat. And Bible said when he get close, he saw that the fruit was no more there. And Bible said Jesus was angry and they begin to lay curse was on the tree. Look at me, ladies and gentlemen. Jesus was not angry on the same tree. He was angry on human beings because many a times your situation is tied to a tree. Many a times your failure is tied to a tree. The devil knows that the fall of man began from the tree, and that is why the devil is using the tree to operate the children of God. The devil cannot succeed. The devil cannot function well, or the government cannot function effectively without the guide of the tree, without the conscience of the tree, without the permission of the tree. Many of you might be asking, man of God, why are you talking about the tree? I have studied about tree, and I have some tree in the Bible. Tree is a marine manipulator. Tree is what they use to monitor you. Tree is what they use to conclude your chapter. When a man is not succeeding, a tree is speaking against him. When a woman is not fruitful, a tree is speaking against her womb. When a man is not experiencing joy in marriage, then something has been tied to the tree. A tree has taken a sacrifice, but I came to curse the tree that has put you in long pain, and the tree that has put you in bondage. I stand in my office as a prophet. I said that tree die today. I said that tree die today. Look at the ladies and gentlemen. I said anger is not good, but to be angry is normal. Even God himself gets angry. You get angry at your sickness. You need to get angry at your poverty. You need to get angry at your barrenness. You need to get angry at one step out. I don't know the spot you are. Maybe you have been begging God for healing and nothing has been happening. You need to get angry. Maybe you have been believing God for financial breakthrough, and no matter how you pray, it's not coming forth. Somebody has spoken against a tree. Somebody has taken your name to a tree. Somebody has written your name on the tree. You lay a foundation, you couldn't get to the lintel. Somebody has written your name on the tree. You get to school, you met a person, you are failing. Somebody has written your name on the tree, and Jesus was angry. He said, you shame, you tree, you has brought me shame. Because before his disciples he has been disgraced. When the tree speaks of shame, tree speaks of shame and disgrace. I don't know the kind of shame you are passing through. I don't know the kind of shame a tree has cost you. But in this service, if you say amen, God take it away from you. I say God take it away from you. I say God take it away from you. I begin to ask myself a question. The Bible said through Paul, he said fight a good fight of faith. And I begin to ask, how can there be a good fight? There is a good fight because anytime a believer fight, he is always a victorious one. Anytime a believer fight, he's not at the losing side, he is at the winning side. Look at me, that is why he said fight a good man. When a Christian fight, is bound to win. When a Christian go into war with the devil, then there is bound to be winning. When David went into war with that man they called the champion of the Philippines, Bible said he overcome him. He won the battle, not because he was strong physically, because he knows that greater is he that is in David than he that is in Goliath. When a Christian fights a good fight of faith, what does the word mean fight a good fight? When sickness is fighting you, you don't need to cross your leg, fold your hands and say it is well. You need to confront the sickness and fight. When premature death is fighting your family, Bible did not expect you to cross your leg. God said you should fight a good fight. When a woman comes to collect your husband, you don't just cross your leg and say it is well. You know what to do as a woman. Am I talking to somebody? You begin to act the way you ought not to act. When you see a woman acting strange in the house, then somebody is tampering with what she's eating. Look at me, ladies and gentlemen. Bible says fight a good fight. You cannot hear they want to sack you in your place of work, and you just fold your leg and be looking and say it is well. Jesus would have told the tree that it is well. Anything you see about Jesus is what Jesus taught you, because he knows in this life, he knows that bad time will come, he knows that evil time will come. So Jesus is teaching you that when a tree like this is disappoint you. When you have disappointment, it's as a result of a tree. But God said I should tell 10 of you this morning that anyone that has sown a tree of tears in your life, anyone that has sown a tree of wickedness in your life, anyone that has sown a tree of disappointment in your life, anyone that sown a tree of miscarriage in your life, anyone that sown a tree of delay in your life, I don't know how long it has been planted, I don't know how long it has been growing, but there is a God in heaven, there is a God in heaven, and Jehovah said I should cause that tree for you today. I say I cause that tree 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 today. You say when he went back to the temple, after he was angry with the tree, that tells me that it wasn't just a normal tree. Jesus was angry at some people who they call money changer. But permit me to say this, that it's not just money changer. Another word for money changer is star changers. Many a times they change your star. You are born to be great, but somebody is trading with your star. Jesus was angry at that. Jesus saw people at the temple that should be millionaires, that should help the work of the gospel. He saw them poor, and beside them there were people that are trading on their destiny. Many a times you are in church, you sit next to a man unknowing to you that the man is trading on your destiny. Why was Jesus angry? He came to the temple, he saw many men and women, and the Spirit of God told him, he said so many of them were born great. How come they are not succeeding? How come they are not blessed? And God says, son, somebody is trading on their destiny, somebody is trading on their joy, somebody is trading on their business, somebody is trading on your promotion. Anyone that trade upon your life from today, anyone that has ever traded on your destiny, I say I trade on their life today. I say I trade on their life today. I say I trade on their life today. I say I trade on their life. When you enter a home and you discover a woman is not happy, somebody is trading on her marriage. Anytime a woman bath and come out, she pretends she's happy but she's not happy because you don't know what she clothes. Somebody is trading on her marriage. When you apply for a job and they are not calling you for interview, you went for interview, they say they will get back to you. 1 month come and go, 6 months come and go, and not even a call you get from them. Somebody is trading on your job. You open a business, nobody is asking you how much. Somebody is trading in your shop. A power is trading on you. Look at me, ladies and gentlemen. You have been married for 3 years. You have been married for 7 years. Anytime you take it, you have miscarriage. Somebody is trading, and that is why Jesus came angry. So to be angry is not bad. It is good to be angry because it is normal. If God was not angry, those men wouldn't have recovered their destiny. I am angry in my spirit this morning. For 10 of you here this morning, I am angry in my spirit. Anything they have taken from you, anything they are trading in your life with, I see God taking it back to you. I say God will give it back to you. I say God will give it back to you. I say no man will trade on your destiny. No man will trade on your womb again. No man will trade on your relationship. Anytime you see a young lady crying, year to year she has been believing God for a life partner. Or younger ones are getting married. She's not getting married. A tree is trading on her marriage. A tree is trading on her relationship. But I carry my Holy Ghost sword. Any tree that is putting you in tears, any tree that is requesting for blood for sacrifice, I say I cut off that tree from the root. I say I cut off that tree from the root. I say I cut off that tree from the root. I cut off the 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 tree from the root. Every tree of poverty in your life, every tree of failure in your life, every tree of shame and disgrace in your life, every tree of promise and fail in your life, every tree of affliction in your life, every tree of rejection in your life. If you say The hungry man is what? Jesus said he was hungry. He told his disciples. But can I shock you? Jesus can never be hungry because he's the giver of food. He was not actually hungry. He was in pain. Jesus was in agony because of you and I. Jesus was in pain because that is not the kind of life he created you are living. Jesus created you to be a millionaire, but how come you are not begging? Jesus created you to be fruitful. How come you are not married? So that is what gets him angry. That is what gets him hunger. When I came to prophesy, I said today marks the end of that calamity in your life. I said today there is a mark of that calamity in your life. Today marks the end of every calamity in your life. In all the scriptures I have read, 3 was what stopped the man. Adam failed because a tree was responsible. Am I talking to somebody? When you see the manipulation of the wicked in your life, a tree is in operation. When you see failure in your life, 3 are in operation. When you see miscarriage, a 3 is in operation. When you began to see sickness, after medication, after prayer is perceived, then a 3 is in what? Is in operation. Whenever you hear death and death and death, today somebody died, next day somebody died. In a year you travel 3 times for burial. You don't need a prophet to tell you that a 3 is in operation. Something should just come to you and say a 3 is in operation. A 3 is in operation. Remember in the beginning of the message I said the reason why the devil is fighting a man is because he knows that the fall of man begins from the tree. No devil operates affectionately, or no devil can operate effectively without the assistance of the tree. Every herbalist has connection to the tree. Every covenant has connection to the tree. Every society has connection to the tree. Every bird, every animal that they send to you eat from the tree. Can I shock you? Can I pray?
Yes, sir.
Lift up your right hand. I speak under heaven. Anyone that has made your children sick by consulting the tree, anyone that have not made your children to be normal by reason of a tree, anyone that have not made your business to be normal by reason of a tree, I say the same tree swallow them today. I said the same tree swallow them up today. I said the same tree swallow them up today. Take your seat, let me show you something. From Genesis to Revelation, it's a strong force that pull a man down. From Genesis to Revelation, I repeat, 3 is a strong yoke that fight the destiny of a man. Can I talk to somebody? When you go to a tree, look at me, every tree is powerful. Mangoes, every tree is powerful. You speak the word on the tree, it must manifest. Because they have connection with darkness. Adam and Eve wouldn't have fallen if not by the cooperation of the tree. The tree cooperated to take the real original senses of Adam. Bible says God spoke to Adam. He said, "Thou shalt not partake or eat of any fruit that comes from this tree." Is that true? Is that true? But the devil came from the tree and said, "Don't mind God. When you eat, you'll be wise like him." Am I talking to somebody? So the tree you see today is the root veil of a man. Why you are failing is because a tree is in operation. I see the operation of light coming to take over the darkness. I see the operation of light coming to take over your life. I see God through light coming to take over your life. In the name of Jesus. Take your seat, let me show you something. Nehemiah chapter 6, the first reader, is shown there. Nehemiah chapter 6, let me show you something. Are you there? Nehemiah chapter 6, or let's go to verse 5, chapter 5. Nehemiah 5. Are you in Nehemiah chapter 5? Read from verse 6 to 13 quickly.
And I was very angry.
Please give him microphone.
And I was very angry.
And I, Nehemiah, was very angry.
When I heard their cry and these words.
When I heard their cry. Wait, excuse me. To be angry is not bad. I told to somebody. God himself was angry. Why was he angry? He came to the synagogue, he saw people that should be millionaires being begging. He came to the synagogue, he saw women that should be in their husband's house. They are there sitting on the chair where single ladies are sitting. Jesus was angry. He saw women that should carry children. They are there crying for baby. Jesus said it is not good for people to cry and beg for children. Somebody is responsible. And Bible says a tree was lost because Jesus was in pain. God.
Then I consulted with myself.
Excuse me. Why was Nehemiah angry? He said because he saw them crying.
Yes,
is that true?
Yes, sir.
Go on.
Then I consulted with myself.
Yes.
And I rebuked the nobles.
I rebuked the nobles.
And the rulers.
The nobles means the intelligent, influential people in the society.
Yes, sir.
Go on.
And said unto them.
And I said unto them.
Ye exert usury. Every one of his brother. And I set a great assembly against them.
I set a great assembly against them.
And I said unto them. We after our ability have redeemed our brethren, the Jews, which were sold unto the heathen. And will ye even sell your brethren, or shall they be sold unto us? Then held they their peace, and found nothing to answer.
Yes.
Also I say, it is not good that ye do, ought ye not to walk in the fear of our God, because of the reproach of the heathen, our enemies.
Yes.
I likewise, and my brethren and my servants, might exact of them money and corn. I pray you, let us leave off this usury. Restore, I pray you, to them, even this day, their lands, their vineyards, their olive yards, and their houses.
Wait, before we go to 13, why was Nehemiah angry?
Because he saw their cry.
He saw their cry because a right of man was taken away.
Yes, sir.
If you go down, you discover it was a tree that took their right.
Yes, sir.
It was a tree that was speaking against their right. When you cannot eat 3 square meals a day, it's not witch, it is a tree. You need to rebuke the spirit of tree. While I was praying, I said, God, what will I tell your people? He said, tell them. Many of them are in bondage because a tree has spoken. He said, many of them are in captivity because a tree has taken a sacrifice. I don't know the sacrifice I have given the tree, but I have come to give God a good sacrifice. I have come to give God a good sacrifice. That as I stand upon this holy altar, any sacrifice they give to the tree in your father's house, any sacrifice they give to your tree in your mother's house, I say, because I am on this altar, I say, may my own sacrifice canter their own. I say, my sacrifice canter their own. 12 and 13. 12 13.
Then say they, we will restore them and we will require nothing of them.
We will restore them and we will require nothing of them.
So will we do as thou said.
We will do as thou said.
Then I called the priest.
Then I called the priest
and took an oath of them that they should do according to this promise.
Yes.
Also I shook my lap.
I shook my lap
and said, so God shake out every man from his house and from his labor that performeth not this promise. Even thus be he shaken out and empty. And all the congregation said, Amen.
Can you say amen? Matthew chapter 3 verse 10. Any tree that does not bear good fruit should be what? Uprooted. Am I talking to somebody? Any tree that does not bear good fruit should be what? Uprooted. If the trees in your compound are not bearing good fruit, meaning they are not making you to bear good fruit, those trees should be uprooted.
Yes, sir.
One of the trees I have come to help you uproot this morning is the tree of hard labor. Somebody say hard labor. Hard labor. One of the trees God said that you help me uproot is the spirit of hard labor. No matter how you labor, you don't see result. No matter how you go out in the morning early, you don't see result because the spirit and the tree of hard labor is working against you. One tree, God said we must destroy, is the spirit of hard labor. He said 65% of Nigerians are passing through the spirit of hard labor. You go to bed late, you wake up early, but yet hard labor. Am I talking to somebody?
Yes, sir.
Somebody say hard labor.
Hard labor.
Tell your neighbor, one of the spirit, we must uproot. One of the tree, we must cut down. It's the tree of hard labor.
It's the tree of hard labor.
It's a tree, 310.
And now also the axe is laid onto the root of the trees.
Wait, to the wood?
To the root of the trees.
To the root. Now, excuse me, now they have to dig to the root of every tree. The reason why their right was stolen was because a tree was there. The reason for the cry of Nehemiah was because people that should be giving people food to eat when you are begging. Nehemiah was angry. Barren women are running to him. Nehemiah, when will I be pregnant? He said we need to dig to the root of the tree. He said the tree has swallowed their babies. The tree has swallowed their joy. The tree has swallowed their job. The tree has swallowed their certificate. Everywhere you take your certificate, instead of them to be seeing your name, they are seeing it blank. A tree has come for this. Go on.
Therefore, every tree which bringeth not good fruit,
Every tree, therefore, every tree that did not bring good fruit, should what?
is hewn down and cast into the fire.
Wait. After you cut her, you do what?
Put it in fire.
After you cut her, what you go do?
Put out for fire.
I don't understand. Don't be sure. After you cut her, you burn her. Any tree that is not making you to bear good fruit, trees of your father's house, every ancient tree, ancestral trees, that is not making you to bear good fruit, that is not making your children to bear good fruit, that is not making your business to bear good fruit, that is not making your womb to bear good fruit. In this service, I cut it, I put it in. I cut it, I put it in. I cut it, I put it in. Every tree from your father's house, every ancient tree that is speaking against your marriage, every ancient tree that does not want your marriage to be fruitful, that does not want your relationship to be fruitful, I cut off the tree. I put it in the fire. I cut off the tree. I put it in the fire. I cut off the tree. I put it in. Excuse me. I expect after the man has cried and he was angry, I expect the man to have told them, it is well. That's all. I expect the man to say, it is well. I expect him to say, it is well. After he wept and he was angry, he said, let's go to the genesis of the matter. The genesis of the matter was the tree. The genesis why you serve your husband's food, he refused to eat, is the tree. The genesis why your children turn against you is the tree. The genesis why you are still barren is the tree. The genesis why you apply for contract you will not be given is the tree. The genesis why people will promise you marriage, when they see another Oyibo they will touch you and go for them, is the tree. But today I curse the tree. I say 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 I curse the tree. Matthew 3 verse 10. You must read that. Matthew 3 verse 10.
And now also the axe
Now also he asks,
is laid onto the root of the trees.
wait, why are they going to the root to cut it off? Can you see? Tree is a bad home. Tree is a bad spirit. Am I talking to you?
Yes, sir.
Tree was meant to do what? To give you what? Shade. Tree was meant to give you what? Priest. But tree have not been seen as a center of orchestration. Tree have not been seen as a center of wickedness and diabolical activities. Who was speaking there, Shola?
Jesus.
Jesus was speaking. He said, "Who?" He said, "Let's go to the root of the tree." Go on.
And therefore every tree which bringeth not forth good fruit.
Wait. Every tree that bringeth not forth good fruits should be what?
Torn down.
Should be cut off. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Should be what? Uprooted.
Yes, sir.
Any relationship that is not bringing forth good fruits, ladies, cut off the relationship. Am I talking to somebody?
Yes, sir.
When a man is coming and is not bringing forth good fruits, what do? Cut it off. Meaning, when a man cannot define his relationship with you for 1 month, please look at the man and tell him, please find your level. Because that man is a tree sent to you. Is a tree sent to delay you. Is a tree sent to keep you for 30-something years without a husband. How can you be in courtship for 10 years? Are you normal at all? It's so common sense to tell you that that man is from the pit of hell. He has his wife somewhere waiting to waste your time. After he has gobbled and browsed you, he will refuse to download. Any tree that has come to put you in jeopardy, any tree that has come to put you in a spot, in this service, God expose the tree. God expose the blood of the tree. Lastly, 11.
I indeed baptize you with water.
I indeed baptize you with water
unto repentance.
Unto repentance.
But he that cometh after me.
Wait. This was John the Baptist.
Yes, sir.
Is that true?
Yes, sir.
This was John the Baptist speaking. He said, "Me, I baptize you with water. But he that will come after me," meaning as God has come, there should be baptism of fire upon every evil tree. Look at me, there should be baptism of madness upon every witchcraft. There should be baptism of madness upon poverty. There should be baptism of madness upon stagnation. There should be baptism of madness upon miscarriage. Anything that is making you to be shy, anything that is making you to be uncomfortable in life, I say in this service there's going to be a strange baptism. I said there's going to be a strange baptism. There's going to be a strange baptism. There's going to be a strange baptism. You are not saying amen, do I like? When I tell you the way I like, meaning God too doesn't like what you are doing. You are not getting me. When I say your amen is not pleasing me, even God, the amen is not pleasing me. Am I talking to somebody?
Yes, sir.
I want to dismiss you earlier 10:30 and you are saying this guy amen. Go on, big part and then we close.
But he that cometh after me.
He that cometh after me
is mightier than I.
Is mightier than I.
Whose shoes I am not worthy to bear.
Oh, whose shoes I am not worthy to enter.
He shall baptize you with the Holy Ghost.
He shall baptize you with the Holy Ghost.
And with fire.
With fire. Can you stretch your function in your hands? Has Jesus not come?
Yes, Lord.
Has he not baptized you?
Yes, Lord.
He who is baptized of fire should not pass through bondage.
Yes,
he who is baptized of fire should not pass through tribulation. He that is baptized of fire should not pass through affliction. I say because you are baptized of the Holy Ghost, I say any strange visitor in your life, any stranger in your body, I say they go by reason of fire. I say they go by reason of Holy Ghost. I say they go in the name of Jesus. I say remember, I said the reason why the devil cannot execute his plans or his works without the tree. I say remember I said it's because even the devil knew that if you want to get a man easily, get him by a tree. Because he knew that the first Adam fell by reason of a tree.
Yes, sir.
And remember number 2, I said no coven can function effectively without the backing of the tree. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Is that what I said?
Yes, sir.
So no coven on earth or no witchcraft can execute their plan effectively without consulting the tree. Meaning anyone that is consulting tree because of you, anyone that is going from one tree to another tree, I say I dig the matter from the roots.
Amen.
I say I dig the tree from the roots. Look at me, I'm the prophet. When I do like this, I know what I'm seeing. I am actually digging it from the roots. Any calamity the tree has put in you, any bondage a tree has put in you, 26 of you that will connect with your seed and shout amen. I said today, I uproot the tree. I said that tree be uprooted from the root. I said that tree be uprooted from the root. I said that tree be uprooted from the root. I said that tree be uprooted from trees were good in the beginning. God made tree because he felt tree should cover the environment and the garden of his people.
Yes, sir.
Against Saul. Saul speaks of weeping. Saul speaks of tears. Saul speaks of hate. Saul speaks of pain. And God created tree in the garden thinking that the tree would cover his people. But later the tree now walked against God. The tree now was walking against God. The tree was walking against the original plan of God. And God has no option than to do or to cut it off. And no wonder in Matthew chapter 7 where we read, Bible says, and Jesus did not waste time, he laid a curse on the tree. And he said, before I return, let it be dry off. He said, from now henceforth till the world will end, he said, no man will eat of you. So meaning if you are still eating of that tree, you are a candidate of hell. If you are still eating of the tree of sorrow, then you are not a child of God. If you are still eating of the tree of pain, then meaning your relationship with God is not authenticated. If you are still eating in the fruit in the tree of poverty, meaning God is saying that your relationship is not yet on good stand by before him. If you are still eating from the fruit of miscarriage, God is calling upon you, say reconcile yourself to him earlier the better. Please permit me, I cannot be vibrant the way you expect me to be this morning. You know, it's not easy when a prophet sees somebody in his house saying goodbye. It's bad. A tree, I say, speaks of wickedness and satanic orchestration. When you wake up, you discover you are in pain. A tree has spoken against you. When you wake up, you discover the same place they promised you to come for work tomorrow. You went, they begin to tell you something. Turn back to the wall and begin to speak against that tree. You tree of disappointment that want to bring shame upon me and my family. I cut you. No, not cut you out. I cut you from the root. The reason why you are still in jeopardy, you are still in pain, is because you didn't cut the tree from the root. You cut it from the up. Am I talking to somebody?
Yes, sir.
When you cut a tree from the root, it hardly grew from the tap root. It will hardly grow again. But when you cut a tree from the middle, what will happen? Give it months, give it time, it will grow out again. I prophesy.
I receive.
In the name of Jesus Christ.
I receive.
I say that today marks the end of every evil tree. Yeah, your neighbor, get angry.
Get angry.
Get angry.
Get angry.
Somebody said, why will a Christian be getting angry? Paul said, fight a good fight of faith.
Yes, sir.
Meaning in every fight a Christian fight, you are expected to win.
Yes, sir.
When you don't win, meaning God is not backing you. If it were not necessary for me to fight, God wouldn't have said fight a good fight.
Yes, sir.
He said fight a good fight of faith. Ephesians chapter 4. Take your seat quickly. I'll be closing now. Ephesians chapter 4 verse 26. If you're there, shut up please read quickly. Ephesians 4.
Be angry.
Excuse me. Bible said be angry.
And sin not.
And sin not.
Let not the sun go down upon your wrath.
Wait. Meaning to be angry is not bad.
Yes, sir.
But anger is bad. When you are angry, you should know what you are angry for. Yes, I am angry. I am angry because I don't need sickness again. I am angry because I don't need disappointment again. There should be a reason why a Christian must be angry.
Yes, sir.
Am I talking to somebody?
Yes, sir.
I should be angry because I couldn't pay my rent. Yes, I should be angry. Am I talking to somebody?
Yes, sir.
Ephesians 4 verse what?
26.
Verse 22 Timothy. Go on, please finish it. Let them read.
Be ye angry and sin not. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath.
Let not the sun go down upon
your wrath.
2 Timothy 4 verse 7. 2 Timothy 4 verse 7. 2 Timothy 4 verse 7. If you are there, please read.
I have fought a good fight.
I have fight a good fight.
I have finished my course.
Wait, who was speaking?
Paul.
Paul. He said, I have fought a good fight. Go on.
I have finished my course.
I have finished my course.
And a crown.
Wait, a crown. Excuse me. After he fight you, is that true? What was given to him?
A crown.
A crown. After he finished fighting, they give him medal. A Christian fight, they give him medal. No, they give him hellfire. He said, well, I fought a good fight. So it's not every fight that is fight. There is a good fight and there is a bad fight.
Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir.
Can I prophesy?
Yes, sir.
The one I am helping you fight this morning is a good fight. Wait, who sent you cancer? Is it not devil?
Yes, sir.
The devil wants you to reply. So we have come to reply this morning. It is either you take your cancer or you die with your cancer. Anything the devil has fired into your body, we came to fight a good fight of faith this morning. As you join your faith to my faith, I join my faith to your faith. I said, we fire it back to the sender. We fire that thing back to the sender. Anything you know, they fire to you. As you begin to mention them out by name, I said, I send them back to the sender. I said, I send them back to the sender. I send them back to the sender. I send it 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 back to the sender. Raise your voice and shout fire. Go on, Shalom, then we lose.
I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course.
I have finished my course.
I have kept the faith.
Wait, and he still kept
The faith.
Wait, meaning, can I show you what Apostle Paul is saying there? He said, after God has given me testimony, I didn't run away from church. I still stay in church. After God has given me a car, I still remain in faith. Meaning I am still righteous and holy. Car did not take the place of God in my life. He said marriage did not take the place of God in my life. He said children did not take the place of God in my life. He said money and promotion did not take the place of God.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Before you get a man to engage you, you were always coming to prayer meeting. Now the man has only approached you, only say, I will marry you. The time you are supposed to come for prayer reaction, you are going to the market to buy food stuff to go and cook. The time you are supposed to come for evening service, that is when you are washing clothes. For a man that has not paid your bride price, somebody say error. But before now, prayer meeting, you are in the church early enough. Now you have to branch a man's house before coming to church because God, you feel God has started answering your prayer. And that is why when they break your heart, you say, God, where are you? And God said, you are stupid. Before now, you come to church early. Now you are pregnant. Pastor, you understand now, belle they do me. Now the belle they do me. Why you don't carry the belle when they do you enter the church like that, make it a do. Pastor, you understand now, Junior. If we come church, he would they cry. Before he come, you man you dey cry for the church, carry him come church. Make him cry. He said, I remain still in faith.
Yes, sir.
He said, I am still in faith. I didn't deny God. Anything that takes the place of God in your life is an evil tree.
Exactly, sir.
You must get angry and cut it off. When your job begins to take the place of God, it's an evil tree. When your marriage begins to take the place of God, it's evil. Sucking my report. Any tree. Sucking my result. In this service. I uproot the tree. I uproot the tree. Look at me. Jesus was angry. Why? Because I said, remember, in the beginning of the message, I said one of the things that made Jesus angry. The Bible said after he cursed the fig tree, He went into the synagogue. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Bible said he saw some set of people, 3 set of people.
Yes, sir.
The last people he mentioned were money changers, meaning they were the ones in the synagogue changing the destiny of the people. They were the ones changing your original beauty. They were the ones changing your plan. Anytime you plan to travel abroad, they change it in the spirit realm. When you get to the embassy, they will tell you we will get back to you. They never get back to you. They were the same people that are called the money changer. Anytime you conceive, they cause you miscarriage. Anytime they hear your prophecy in the church, they go to the court and they manipulated it. Bible said Jesus called the money changer. God said, has it not been told that this place shall be called a house of prayer? My father's house is a house of prayer, but you have turned it to the depths of thief. Meaning when a man converts your destiny, the man is a thief. When the tree denies you your right, the tree is a thief. When the tree denies you your baby, that tree is a money changer. And I cost them this morning. 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 Why did Jesus say this place shall be called the house of prayer? Meaning your body is the temple of the Lord.
Yes, sir.
Your body is not the temple of fibroid. Your body is not the temple of miscarriage. Your body is the temple. The temple of the Lord is full of fruitfulness. The temple of God is a center of what? Solution. The temple of God is a center of prosperity. The temple of God is a center of righteousness. When all these are not in place in your life, then meaning you are carrying a corrupt body. Jesus was not angry because he couldn't see fruit to eat. Jesus is a Messiah. Jesus cannot be hungry.
Yes, sir.
Jesus was bitter because when he came to the temple, he saw women that should be fruitful marry. He saw the people that should be millionaires and not begging for food. And the Bible says he was angry because he knew the deep people have entered, money changers, destiny attackers have entered into the temple. Wherever they are, in and outside of this place, as many of them that has followed you to church this morning, the same way God caused the victory, I caused them to. I say I caused them to. From today your body will be fruitful. I say your palms will be fruitful. I say anything you have learned, you will be fruitful in it. I say be fruitful in the name of Jesus. Be fruitful in the name of Jesus. Be fruitful in the name of Jesus. Remember when we read in Nehemiah chapter 5 from verse 12 to 16. Bible said prophet Nehemiah, he said he saw the cry of the people.
Yes, sir.
He saw their weeping. And at the end of the chapter 16, he said to dig it off or to end the matter, he said let's go to the roots of the tree. Let's go to the root of the matter. The root of every matter is the tap root. The tap root is the end of discussion of every tree. When you touch the tap root of a tree, the tree is dead. I say your future is based on your reaction. Your future is based on your reaction. Did Jesus react? In Mark, where we read, did he react chapter 7?
Yes, sir.
Did Jesus react?
He reacted.
Did Paul react?
He reacted.
Timothy, didn't he react?
Yes.
We read in the book of Timothy, 1 Timothy, 2 Timothy, they all reacted.
Yes, sir.
We read Ephesians 4:26. Is that true? There was a reaction.
Yes, sir.
If you don't react to the tree, your future is gone. Remember I said your future is based on what? Your reaction.
Yes, sir.
Tell somebody your future
Your future
is based
is based
on your reaction.
on your reaction.
Number 2, I said before, I said your mouth is your weapon. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
If they can speak with their mouth and say you will not be fruitful, it's a weapon. They have sent a weapon. Then you can as well speak with your mouth, I am fruitful.
Yes, sir.
It's a weapon. Am I talking to somebody?
Yes, sir.
When a man of God comes to you and say receive a job, he has given you a weapon. He has sent a weapon of mass destruction to destroy the spirit of joblessness, so that the spirit of job will come in. Did he use anything apart from his mouth? No. Weapon. Your mouth is your what? Weapon is your weapon. Stand on your feet as we close. Your mouth is your weapon. I have 2 things to do in this service, then we go. Your mouth is your weapon. Lift up your right and shout, my Father, my Maker.
My Father, my Maker.
Turn my mouth to a weapon.
Turn my mouth to a weapon.
In the name of Jesus.
In the name of Jesus.
Open your mouth and begin to pray.
Likoto zaparagada balede balagada regede balege baragado shabayagada librakato balegede yegede balagada baregede baragado librokoto zibaragada yegede balagada rebragado shabayagada librokoto zaparagade librokoto koto balagada balegede baragado regede bababa regragala bo shabayagada Librakata balekete baragado yegede baba rebrakata bayagada rebrokoto shibalikete yebrokoto baba yegada balekete baragado librakata baba yebrakate legede likoto shabaragada librakatoza librokoto ba yegede balagada balekete regada bayagada
and that is why the coven cannot operate without the tree. I said the devil knows that the fall of man came from the tree, and that is why the coven or the devil cannot work effectively or cannot operate effectively without the support of the tree. Am I talking to somebody?
Yes, sir.
And I told you one of my assignment this morning is to do to uproot every evil tree.
Yes, sir.
Lift your voice and shout, my Father, my Maker.
My Father, my Maker.
Every evil tree planted in my life, planted among my children, begin to pray.
As I begin to pray,
I uproot it from the roots.
I uproot it from the roots. I uproot it from the
By the
roots.
blood of Jesus.
By the blood of
I
Jesus.
uproot it from the roots.
I uproot it from the
Every
roots.
tree of sickness,
Every tree of
every
sickness,
tree of affliction,
every tree of affliction
in my body,
in my body,
in my life,
in my life,
in my office,
in my office,
in my business,
in my business. I uproot it from the roots. Lekata bagada baragada baragado. Yegede baba. Yebragada bagada. Masha barakateba. Libro koso baba. Yegede baragada baragado. Lekata bagada baragada baragado. I uproot it from the roots. Shabalekateba. Marikato balekateba. Yegede baragada baragada. Yebragada bagada. Yegede baba. Yebragada bagada. Yebrokotoba. Libragada bagada. Yegede bagada. Yebragada bagada. Yebrokotoba. Yegede bagada bagada. Regada bagada baragado. Yegede baba. Yebragado sabarakata. Libragada.
every owner of evil load in my life,
Every owner of evil load in my life,
in the name of Jesus,
in the name of Jesus, appear.
I carry your evil
I
load.
carry your evil load.
I carry your evil load.
Carry your
Say,
evil load.
appear. Wait, look at me. What is evil load? Sickness is an evil load.
Yes, sir.
When a man cannot pay his rent, is an evil load.
Yes, sir.
Am I talking to somebody?
Yes, sir.
Others are promoted, you are not promoted. It's an evil load.
Yes, sir.
Anything that will make you to shed tears in your bedroom is an evil load.
Yes, sir.
Am I talking to somebody?
Yes, sir.
The same you that used to dash people money, the same you that used to buy cars for people, the same you if there's an issue in the village you send money. Now you are even ashamed to see the same people you have helped. Father, my Maker, every evil lord, say owners of evil lord in my
my life, in my family. As I pray, appear and carry your evil load. Open your mouth and begin to pray. Can I pray? There are powers that are taking ownership of your life. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
When you are not living the life you are created for, somebody is taking ownership of your life.
Yes, sir.
When you are living like a slave to a taskmaster, sickness is a task. Anything that is not planted by God is a taskmaster.
Yes, sir.
No wonder the Bible says anything that is not planted by my heavenly Father shall be uprooted.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Meaning we have the power to uproot anything that is not planted by God. Lift up your right hand and shout, my Father, my Maker.
My Father, my Maker.
Any power
Any power
claiming ownership of my life,
claiming ownership of my life,
claiming ownership of my business,
claiming ownership of my
claiming
business,
ownership of my family,
claiming ownership of my
you are
family.
a liar.
You are a liar.
Fall and down.
Fall and down.
You are a liar.
You are a liar.
Fall and down.
Fall and down.
Say any power
Power.
claiming ownership of my health.
Claiming ownership of
Say
my health.
any power
Power.
claiming ownership of my
Claiming
relationship.
ownership of my
In
relationship.
the name of
In
Jesus.
the name of
You
Jesus.
are a liar.
You are a liar.
You are a liar.
You are a liar.
Fall and down. Open your mouth and begin to pray. Every power.
Amen. Amen.
Your friend. Are you with me? I saw your friend in the spirit. And the friend said, because you have an argument of money with him, this friend now took your name somewhere. But he didn't take the name Andrew somewhere. He took a name like 1010.
Yes,
That is the name they used to call you for this. He took this 1010. And under the 1010, he now wrote Andrew.
Yes, sir.
And they now killed a fowl. And they say, as long as the blood stain on this name, anywhere 1010 Andrew enter, you will not prosper. I say Holy Ghost fire. Holy Ghost! Lord, I pray for all of you. Any blood on your name, any strength they take your name to, I say fire, reply them by fire. I say thunder, strike them. I say thunder, strike them. I say thunder, strike them. If you are saying amen, it is happening now. Look at me. God said, I shall pray for you. His backbone is his money.
Yes, sir.
And God said the same thing that is his backbone.
Yes, sir.
I see the angels that walk with me carry a hammer and they are about to break his backbone. Anywhere they put your name with the blood, I wash your name and I bring your name out. I bring your business out. I bring your business out. Receive opportunity. Receive call. Jesus' name. Where's your power?
Fire.
Where's your power?
Power.
Anywhere. Jesus. Jesus. Hold on, please. Let's be free. I remove the sickness. Out of her. Out. 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 Jesus. 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 Strength. Strength. Jesus.
Your maternal, are you with me? Your maternal home. As I touch your laps, praying like this, I saw a maternal home. I saw something on the ground. Are you with me? And I saw the person in your maternal home. Are you with me? Saying, please, man of God, pray for this one. This, like one of the strengths I have. I left them many years ago, and they want to take this one. God said I should revoke it. Yeah. Your maternal is gone. Your maternal died.
Amen.
Maternal is your mother. Where is your mother?
Mother is dead.
In the name of Jehovah, come upon you. Everything that is in your blood, let it flush out now. 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 Go! Jesus. Well, please, take out. Father, let there be a new blood. Jesus' name. Jesus. Jesus. Father, I give us strength. Strength. Give us appetite to eat. In the name of Jesus. Father, anything that is not of you, wipe it out. Flush it out. Jesus' name. Get a bottle of water, get a little salt, put it inside, let me drink. You drink. God bless you. Because I said they didn't use Andrew, they used 10 and they now put Andrew behind. Meaning what? All of you know. How do you want to go and put a family all under a blood? Why would they want to put a family under a blood? Both the person that did it, his own family, generation to come, I turn the table around. The same car the person drive, mark my word, it will kill him. Have you done that? Open the water for me. Thank you, Father. Salt is a neutralizer. I stand by the power of the Holy Spirit to pray for you. As you drink this water, as you are led, let it neutralize every sickness in your body. Let it neutralize every sickness in your body. Let it neutralize every attack in your body. Let it neutralize every arrow in your body. We shall fire into the water, fire enter. We shall 7 fire enter this water. Let her be free. Jesus' name. Take your second clap for Jesus. May the hand of God touch you. Amen. May the hand of God touch you. Amen. God said I should tell you viewers that this week we enter is your week of success. Amen. Is your week of success. Amen. Meaning anything you touch, success. Amen. Anywhere you enter, success. Amen. As many that are stepping, amen, that are watching us live, I say success.
Amen.
I say success.
Amen.
Success.
Amen.
Success.
Amen.
Success.
Amen.
Success.
Amen.
Success.
Amen.
Moses, you are watching me. Moses, may the God of heaven enlarge your course. Please, can David confirm if it's David I'm talking to? David Moses. It's up. It's up. Father, give him a shocking breakthrough. Moses, David, God, give him a shocking breakthrough. Tell your neighbor, welcome to the week of success.
Welcome to the week of success.